Standard Jobs Additional Tabs. On the Jobs page, there are 4 tabs. We have already learned about the first tab, Job Details. Let's take a look at the second tab, Word Count. This is where you will find a summary of all the word-related information for this job. Each document in the job has its own line of information. The last row shows the word information totals for the entire job. The first 3 columns show the number of translation memory and previous version hits. No translation means the number of words in the TM without a corresponding translation. Perfect pre-translations are 110% matches, also known as context matches. 100% pre-translations are words that are directly translated from the TM. The next 5 columns are the match or repetition counts. They range from 100% match down to 75%. The system admin sets the determiners for these fuzzy matches. The higher the percent match is, the higher the similarity between the segments are. The no match column represents the number of unique words. The last 3 columns show the total number of words, segments, and characters for each of the documents. For a more detailed view of this information, click on the magnifying glass. This detailed view goes beyond just the matches. We also see the breakdown of the characters. This overview is helpful for creating quotes by giving you a breakdown of the discounted matches. To view information about the translated text, click on Details. We also have the ability to open the progress overview by using the bar graph icon. You can export the word count information from the Word Count tab. Simply click on the Excel icon found in the upper right-hand corner. Now let's look at the third tab, Cost. Here you will find a list of quotes and invoices for the job. Each document has a separate invoice or quote attached. You can also export this information as an Excel file by clicking on Export Excel. You can also create a report by clicking on Show Totals. Depending on the number of documents, this can take a few seconds. This is useful when a job contains several different documents. Let's take a look at the breakdown shown on the tab. There are 4 columns of information. The net total costs for each document, the sales or value added tax, the total costs, and the status of the quote or invoice. Once the job has been accepted, the system will change the status from quote sent to quote accepted. When the project manager completes the project, the system will automatically change the status to invoice draft. These automations allow the suppliers to track in what stage their payments are. If you would like to download the quote or invoice for your records, click on the purple invoice. A PDF version of the quote or invoice can then be found in your browser's download folder. The system automatically pulls the company billing and delivery data and creates a customized invoice or quote. The quote or invoice will include a breakdown for each of the documents included in the job. Each quote or invoice automatically has a unique number assigned for easier processing. Your system admin should be contacted directly should you see any mistakes or errors on these files. Clicking on Select will open an online version of the invoice or quote. You can also export this information as an Excel file from this window. The last tab on the Jobs page is the Reference Material tab. Under this tab, you will find reference material made available to you by the project manager. Here, you'll find previous versions of the text or other related materials meant to aid your translation. To download the materials, just double-click on the document. You can also download all the documents shown as a zip file by clicking on Download All. Please contact your project manager if you are having trouble opening any of these documents.